there was a really interesting story about a startup today. It's called rTaversal, and it is building a AI, basically an AI agent that does site reliability engineering work, or SRE work. Essentially, it looks at all your systems and helps you ensure that your company's website doesn't go down, your service doesn't go down. It's a good use for AI. And they just came out and they raised $48 million. All this is to say that they were in stealth for a long time. So long they raised their seed and A while in stealth and only are now coming out to talk to the public about this. I'm really curious about the strategy because I feel like going in stealth is a very 2012 thing. So I'm curious from your perspective today, one, is being in stealth still something startups should consider? And if so, when? Because I was just kind of blown away by this seeming blast from the past.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to have a weird take on this.
Okay.
Weird take on this. Different entrepreneurs have different energies. There are some, I saw Adam from Quora. I've always really respected him, and I've always tried to talk to him because I just think he's cool. But he's incredibly quiet, and he just stealthily operates in the world, and Quora just grows. And then I was really interested in what Quora was doing, and I said, hey, hey, what's going on? You guys doing like X, Y, and Z? I want to say what it was. And he said, that's exactly what we're doing. We're doing X, Y, and Z. I'm like, yeah, I never hear about it. He's like, yeah. No explanation, nothing. It's just, he's quietly moving in the world like an assassin, doing assassin-like things. Some people, that's how they're built. They're not looking to get a bunch of kudos from the world when they, wake up in the morning and they show up for work. Other folks, like these building public folks, they release a new feature, they get their, daily Stripe report or their Shopify report, and it's public. And, the Buffer app guy was like one of the pioneers of this. He was showing his he made a public version of his Stripe or whatever, and you could actually see his revenue, you could see his churn rate. Now, all the statistics were great, so it was good. And that made his team excited. It created excitement around his startup. People checked it out. It also inspired, I kid you not, there must be 100 startups right now doing cross-posting services, because it's all balkanized in social media, and management, because cross-posting and management, there were a small number of companies that did it, and it cost thousands of dollars. Now it's basically free.
Some founders are quieter, moving in silence, like G's and lasagna, I think, as Lil Wayne said. And some are more chest poundy. So essentially, then, does stealth just come down to, does it fit the founder's operating ethos?
Yes. If you're a founder and it gives you more energy to build in public, go for it. I don't give your entire roadmap. Don't talk about things you haven't done, but it does create momentum and joy. And, with your customer base, they can get more engaged, be in a community. But again, just be aware that everything you're doing, your competitors are copying. And in a world where software can be built pretty fast, if your buffer, like that buffer chart, I wonder if that buffer chart he'd be at 100 million in revenue right now if he didn't inspire 10 competitors. And competitors are it creates downward pressure. People know you have a big business. I'm going to go compete with it. So if you really think you found a really great business, maybe
shut up.
Just collect the money.